Alright, let's try this again, shall we? If y'all don't know me by now, my name is Lance, and welcome back to Vampyre. Ugh, I'm having issues with my internet connection again, so this is technically a part 3? The third attempt at actually doing this stream today.
You best talk to Tom.
But anyway, this is a pretty interesting game.
Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Who is he?
William? Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. Can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What'd you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
I think we can handle that. So apparently, I'm starting to learn more of the vampiric ways. As in, the ability to kind of force people to tell me things. You know, the persuasion ability of vampires.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city?
War munitions, volunteer, Britons working together. Skilled workers in engineering and kindred trades. Enroll today as war munitions volunteer. Support the men at the front with a plentiful supply of munitions. You will not suffer in wages. Get into the factory line and feed the firing line. Yeah, I can't say I blame him for one for a reason. Let's see. Today, would you like to know more? Ask at your nearest recruiting office. Well, that sounds kind of like the way things usually go. Everyone was there. See how William's doing, if he's okay or not. He's dead.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. What's this? Some sort of note. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Hey, Torres. Welcome to the video. Let's see what the information has to say that I picked up, because I picked up a note. Orders. That's in the dock region. Believed nasty leeches involved. Located the beast, purge it, and quickly. According to recent reports, the vampire is very violent. Approach with extreme caution. I know we lack men in this part of town, but don't send rookies to investigate the case. If I'm correct, we've still got a frenzied one killing each night. As always, search abandoned places first, like old houses, basements, sewers, or warehouses. Destroy the Leech Brothers. Interesting. That's perfectly fine,
These men,
Torres.
they're a company of professional vampire hunters.
I wasn't very talkative last night either for my stream, partly because I kind of had a bit of a rough day.
It's locked, all right.
So as you can see, I'm back to playing Vampyre. Opportunity attack. Out of combat, silently behind an enemy. I got a little blood off that guy at least. He was just a random hunter, not a named character. Ranged weapons. Press triangle to use your ranged weapons and inflict both standard damage and stun damage. Beware that your ammo is limited.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
So he's a former war doctor.
No time I can remember. But I've only been part of the guard 3 weeks before that. All the more reason to shut it, Mr. Billy. If the man says bloodsuckers dug in here, you've got one job. And that's to find it. And find it. Fair enough, Tom.
Yeah, that would be a very convenient ability, wouldn't it, Torres?
I cannot enter.
Well, unfortunately, it's not a good idea, Torres. Oh, I got shotgun shells from this guy. Well, autocorrect is a pain in the butt sometimes, Torres. That doesn't change. Another 5 shillings. Okay, so it looks like... I was a rando hunter, by the way. Hunters are people that I have no problem taking down. Honestly. Probably because they're trying to kill me. That is a possibility, Torres. It's not a bad idea. Enemy card. Press L3 to spot enemies around and display their enemy cards. Okay. Some enemies are more resistant to certain types of damage. There are 4 types of resistances: physical, melee, and ranged. Power, blood, shadow. Orange indicates a medium resistance, red indicates high resistance.
No civilians allowed, sir.
Oh, it's Pyron Brawler, Pyron Gunner.
I'm cold. There's nothing here. Let's head back to a warm fire.
Shut that foolish mouth of yours. You ever know McCullum to be wrong about anything?
Right. No time I could...
Honestly, neither would be good, because that takes into a lot of problems. I mean, time would be cool because it allows you to do certain things, but he's got fatigue, healthy, so I gotta find some way to treat this guy. Honestly, I wouldn't want either ability. If I'm going to have anything to do with time, I'd rather have the ability to, you know, not necessarily stop time or rewind it. I definitely don't want to fast forward it. But the ability to look into the future. Hey Harp.
Let's pin it down!
Vermin!
Fight for this!
Not much, Harp. I've been having issues with the stream. Wait. It almost looks like he's dabbing whenever he does that. Anyway, give me a second. I gotta change controllers. Because I forgot to do that. I forgot to charge that remote last night. Yeah, internet. So is mine. Been giving me issues with streaming. Okay. Oh, please, let's not play Would You Rather. Because people come up with some really messed up thoughts when they play that game.
We won't see any of these bastards back here again.
You spotted!
Watch out, boys!
Fuck is fast!
Wait for him to come closer. I forgot. Blood Spear is freaking insta-kill. Well, these guys are all dead. Okay, so there was more than just me who have been turned lately. That is interesting. Yeah, well. After a while, you kind of stop feeling bad for NPCs.
Did you hear me?
Is there a way? Is there a different way around? I think, yeah. Let's go over here. Alright, buddy. Yeah, well. They don't bleed out immediately, Torres. Whee! I made it. Under normal circumstances, if you got bit in your neck, you'd quickly bleed out. But remember, this is a video game. Also, typically in some versions of vampire lore, the saliva of a vampire not only potentially could transmit the curse or the bacteria or whatever. That's one of the theories, but the other one is that it actually secretes, the saliva acts as a healing agent to quickly heal up the wounds and stop bleeding beyond what was already removed. It all depends on the lore you're referring to. I definitely do recommend, not necessarily deadly, it's more along the lines of, in some cases, healing. As I was about to say, in the book, the web novel I've been reading, the Vampire System, that's one of the things that the main character can do. Whenever he bites someone to drain their blood, his saliva actually acts as a healing agent and accelerates the healing of the person's body. So that he doesn't kill them. He just feeds off them. He has to perform a ritual in order to turn somebody. Rats are often located in your hideouts. Using senses will help you locate them more easily. I prefer the more benevolent versions. Oh, found a new hideout. Who died here? It depends on the author, really. Resting now to gain new skills. 250 for Shadow. Body condition, increase your health. Physical prowess, increase your stamina. Blood capacity is good. Big thirst, increase your blood absorption when using bite in combat. Okay, that's not too bad. Bite, increase damage inflicted when using bite in combat. That's not a bad idea. But I think the increase for health is a good idea. Oh, this one's like Bloodborne. Every time you gain a new skill, yes, I am more wolf than I am anything else, Torres. It's just how I am. Harper knows this quite well. She actually complains that my body temperature runs a bit too hot. That one I need. Ironically, actually, my body temperature does run a bit colder. Well, at least my forehead does. My core temperature is quite warm. I hate the cold. Harper knows this. quite well. She hears me complain about the cold quite often. Weapons upgrade. You have enough components to improve one of your weapons. Oh. What the heck is that? Is that a sawed-off shotgun? Weapons up. You can upgrade the weapon to a new level with the required ingredients. It will inflict more damage, and you will also gain access to customization slots. Ooh. Yes, please. Huh. That's cool. Enhanced damage or enhanced handling. Increases stamina consumption, increases damage dealt by 10%. Ooh, that's tempting. I'd rather go with the increased damage. This one. That's better. Have improvement for the stake? Nope. Ah, okay, so that's where it goes. This shotgun. I don't have the right parts for that. That's true. That's true, Harp. That's the downside to hot weather. I will agree with you there. Cost 1,000 to upgrade that one. I got 800 to work with here. This one. Did I already get that one? No, I didn't get that one. Okay. Hard biting. Fast regeneration. Body. Unlocked health. Alright. I hear you, Harp. You go ahead and get some sleep. You could use it after the. Yes, you do. Hang on. Give me a second. So I'll probably keep playing this for a little while longer. I think this is interesting that the main character has like silvery gray eyes. I don't have any stuff for. I have ingredients. Grease. Junk. Quest items. Okay. Huh. I don't know. Looks like I need to follow this path. North Dock, District status stable. Track the killer, follow the blood trails.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Found lead rod off this guy. Yeah, that's a lot of bones.
As one, we shall overcome this. We've done it before. I had a drink outside tonight already. It didn't quench my thirst. I must have more. Oh dear God, not again. William, please stop. Just a sip, I promise. Friend. William, my arm. I can't feel it.
Equip two-handed weapon by pressing press triangle to use special ability. The scythe, for instance, can be used to parry on incoming attacks, inflicting heavy stun damage if timed correctly. I would say that now, let me switch over to this thing.
Please, let go of me.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
Oh my God, William. I can't stand it anymore.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Yep, he's my target now. Come on, buddy. Ah, jeez, he bit me.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Skal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
True, she has a good point. And so it's not a zombie. But apparently something called a Skal. We'll learn more as we play the
George and
game.
Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
Better. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
I don't know what a skull is, not as of yet.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
This is a lot of blood here. Taking a moment to, I would follow her, but I can't. Alright, I got nothing else here, so... Alright, Torres, you get some sleep, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stone, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That is irony.
Word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
And for that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
Well, I chose to say I want to be the
It seems I
good
have
doctor.
little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
That's a famous line right there. Bullfrog. Bullfrog. What if they have any corgis there? That's lame, but I don't care. It's funny.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, poor guy.
Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Interesting clothing for the guy. For Jonathan. Blood in the hospital, okay. I'll be back in just a moment, y'all. Hold on, I gotta plug this in real quick. Don't want that to die. It is getting a bit chilly in here. Accepted Dr. Swansea's help. I will look at Pembroke Hospital. I have no choice. The man knows about my condition, about what I have become, a vampire. Can't believe this. I don't know anything about this secluded medical facility. Everybody here will take me for what I'm not anymore. Jonathan E. Reed, the famous surgeon. I must lie to them all. To the patients, to the staff, this is my new home, where I will hide from all who are after me, where I will hide from everyone until I get a better understanding of what is going on. Eh? Interesting clothing choice, though.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Mr. Hampton needs me right now.
I understand.
You can do better than that. Nah. It's my turn.
Rotten ore, Christine. Each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river. Try it all.
Come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. Me guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
How much experience you will obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more experience you get. To drink the blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. Mesmerize level must be equal or higher to that the citizen's resistance. Oh, it's making me do this. I don't have any choice.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Press X to embrace Clay Cox or to release. Embrace Clay will provide a massive experience boost, but be aware there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase the experience gained. I'm gonna release him.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
He may be fading, but...
Whoa, I feel giddy. What happened? Did I black out? Whoa, I feel giddy.
Interesting. I could have killed him. Totally could have. But I'm trying to play the part of the good doctor here.
What happened?
Kind of going around trying to find my way into the hospital now. I mean, sure, I could have killed the guy, but... for, you know, killing somebody else. But the question is, was it self-defense or not?
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
I can get blood from rats and stuff, so I'm not really too worried about that. What would it say if I come back? Didn't I already get that? Oh, there were some springs in there. Details. No relations. Huh. So yes, I haven't had a choice to kill him, but I chose not to. It's not really my style.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide-and-seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Oh yeah, 605. Hold up. Life saved by efficient medical aid is a blow struck to the of the flu epidemic. Volunteers make the difference. Yeah, that's true, actually. Volunteers, people willing to do whatever they can to help. Really.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Lots of people here. It did say it was up on the second. Let's see what this has to say. Disease. Careless spitting, sneezing, coughing, spread influenza, spread by droplets sprayed from nose and throat. Do not cough in public. Yeah, that's true. Or try to avoid coughing. Name of mercy. They depend on you. Nurses are needed now. Inquire at the nearest appointments office for the Ministry of Labor and National Services, or write to 15 Kingsway, London. I could explore down here some more, but I don't feel like it right now, which is weird. Usually my explorative nature takes control of me. There's a medical chart there, so we're up on the second floor now. Let's see, anything up here that's glowy? No? No glowy? Okay. That room's locked, so that's the wrong way to go. Dr. Swansea. Okay, let's see, this is... Strickland Ackroyd. Dr. Ackroyd. Dr. Reed.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Very true. Powder, shillings. 5 shillings. Okay, that's pretty good. What do we got here? It's a bed. Let's see what the trunk has to offer. Ah, a place to stash weapon or ammo. Let's see what else we got over here first.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Glass vial. And almost to approach a vampire to observe their most intriguing physical and psychological traits with a scientific and rational eye. Here are some of the most fascinating abilities I've personally observed over the last 10 years while interviewing a few vampires, or econs, or econ, as they prefer to call themselves. Supernatural speed. A vampire can act and move like a mortal in all his actions, but the trained eye will spot that they have the keenest senses and can react quicker than any mortal. On a few occasions, alarm, surprise, necessity to flee, I have seen a vampire move so quickly it is almost as if he had vanished just to reappear somewhere else. The human eye cannot follow their movements when they act so quickly, but it is not a teleportation or dematerialization. It is only a supernatural speed. For me, it is a cat-like attribute which allows them to run, dodge, or jump longer and faster than us. I also notice that such speed seems to exhaust them and that they are bound to physical limitations. Mesmerism. One of the most powerful abilities a vampire can deploy is the capacity to force a mortal to obey them. I call this trait mesmerism, but it has nothing to do with the mortal ability to alter a subject's mental state. A vampire can bend a mortal to their will, and they can even break a mind. A vampire I interviewed even told me that the more a subject tries to resist, the more permanent the damage will be, as if the vampire could literally fracture their target's psyche. The same vampire explained to me that this ability required time to master, and that the result could vary widely from one subject to another. Implant a false memory, erase a painful one. The possibilities are endless and frightening. Blood awareness. This may be the most catastrophic ability of all concerning vampires, since it is the cause of so many tragedies from them and us. Vampires crave for blood. They must use their will to restrain themselves from frenziedly drinking every drop of blood that they can see. They need blood to function and to express their full supernatural traits. A famished vampire can be very weak, even if he cannot die of hunger or thirst. This urge, this need for blood, may explain why a vampire is so aroused by it. A vampire confessed to me that blood could sometimes blind him, since its smell and attractiveness can be so strong. When he focuses, a vampire can almost see blood all around them, inside warm bodies, through walls, on a supposedly clean weapon, etc. The same vampire even told me that he can see if a mortal has clean blood or is ill, and that in some cases he can even sense diseases, infected clothes, or even items in a room. If this is true, it could have so many medical applications and it almost beggars belief. So basically, that tells me that the abilities of the vampire are technically still they are still mortal. They just don't die as easily. To analyze. Light regeneration serum. Regenerate 300 health points instantly, then 150 health points over 15 seconds. So that's pretty good.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Whoa. He's looking kind of pale and veiny. Well, this is probably a good place to end. Once I level up. 300. Don't have that ability yet. Blood capacity, thirst. Body condition, physical prowess. That one takes 1,000 for those. Enough for healing. Rage. Blood cauldron, abyss. Tactical. Defense. Coagulation. Concentrate on the prey's blood, stopping them in their tracks and making them defenseless. So you kill something that can't move. How much is it? Oh, it takes 600 for that one. Huh. Blood barrier. Visible barrier, absorbing direct damage until it fades or is destroyed. Vampires afraid of suffering damage are familiar with the hardiness ability. This blood ability would protect the vampire from direct damage. Unfortunately, it does not stop them from being grabbed by enemies. You can hurt my body, but only if you can catch me. Huh. Looks like there's two different versions. So it looks like this version is an explosive version. Shadow mist. Vampire concentrates shadows around their prey to make them explode after a countdown. Oh yeah, that one. Takes 1,000 for that. Aggressive skills are very high cost. Enhancement abilities are relatively low cost, at least at the very beginning. And defensive skills are about average, I would say. I do that. Probably do 2. That one bite requires 300. This one requires 300. 300, 300. Or I could do one of the defensive skills. I'll go with this one. Probably make a quick.
I'm to stay here until my research is complete. I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. What about my thirst for blood?
Anyway, let me go ahead. For fatigue. I don't have the right stuff for that one. But I will get that soon. Anyway, I'm going to end here. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications when we go live, and anytime any of our videos update. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to take a little break, and then I'll be back for another video shortly. Maybe. What time is it? Yeah, I got time. Anyway, until next time, y'all stay safe out there, and I'll see you then. Bye.